Gentlemen, so you are here because you want to build a physique that women love and desire and men respect. Now, this is not a very flashy video. This is a Google Doc packed with information that is going to get you where you want to go. You only clicked on this video if that's what you want, so I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you all the value I possibly can by making this as boring as possible. Lucky for you, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers quite yet. I'm only at a couple thousand and you still found this video. And I promise you, I have the best systems on the internet to actually achieve results. And I'm going to walk you through one of the biggest and best and fastest ways that you can achieve your goals, especially if you're looking for that V-taper physique. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to make you guys wait. Take notes and pay attention. So the V-taper is the number one attribute to make you look muscular. This is what accelerates progress. And if you ever see guys who kind of just got to the gym and they're getting results fast, you're like, how the hell is he doing it? Bro, it's probably not gear. It's probably because he's doing this very well. You can get a little bit of progress, but look a whole lot bigger in and out of clothes because you achieve this V-taper. Also, studies show, you can look this shit up, that women are most attracted to the V-taper in men. So basically having the wider shoulders and narrower waist. So if you're not gay, pay even closer attention because, you know, that's important for you, right? And I know that's funny, but seriously, this is like serious stuff here. I'm going to go over the 5 strategies and main parts so you can master this. I shouldn't give you this for free, by the way. Like, this is all stuff that I put in my coaching program. So the fact that you're getting it for free, be thankful, but I'm glad for you guys to have it. And this is just a little picture. This guy literally just fixed his V-taper, didn't really work on anything else, and look how much better he looks. This is probably in a very short period of time. Even his face, he looks more confident, like his eyes are better, like everything about this guy looks way more attractive. So let's get into part 1. The key muscle for the V-taper, which is your lat. Now, I'm going to show you guys really quick because I have a face cam. This is your lat, right? This is the reason that I don't look like, a stick. I look big because I have big lats. It makes me wider. And it's the main contributor to that. So it gives your torso that wide wing look, and exercises weighted pull-ups, lat pull-downs, single arm rows, and cable lat stretches are all the 4 best that I like to employ. Now, we will go over specifically how to do it later, but that's just kind of a general overview so you guys have something to come back to. By the way, this is something you're going to want to come back to and really take these notes and go back over and over because this is the master plan. Now, the second muscle that's important is the delts, the deltoids. I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but for the people who don't, this is the deltoid. I have a very good deltoid for being 100% natural. It's just I have really good genetics and I know exactly how to work them. It broadens the shoulder cap, which physically makes, you wider, right? And the exercises you can do for this are lateral raises and cable lateral raises. That's all you really need. I'm going to add in there for the width. It's just those 2. You can do those 2 every day and be fine. But if you want to get fancy, do upright rows, which, is kind of like this, like with an easy bar or something, and overhead press. Pretty self-explanatory. And then your waist. This is probably the most important and also the easiest for newer lifters to actually improve. So you don't want to have a super blocky waist. Basically, a lot of this lies down to genetics. So some of you are cooked, but the fact is this video is going to help absolutely everybody. So this is the reason why some of you are actually not going to be cooked. Trust me, because if you focus on core stability and avoiding heavy oblique hypertrophy, so basically you actually, and you won't hear this from anybody, this muscle right here, you do not want to work it out like crazy. Yes, you want to have a six-pack, you want to have abs, have a pretty good six-pack, but this muscle does not need to be overworked. It will make your waist wider. Exercise you can do for this are planks. I like that. Vacuums I don't really like because that's not as much of an exercise. It's more for posture. We can get into that later. If you have specific questions, DM me on Instagram. I can help you out with that. It's pretty simple, but I'm not going to include that on here. My Instagram is Santa the CEO. Anyways, we'll get to that later. And leg raises. You guys know ab workouts. Literally, abs are super easy to train. If you just kind of like stabilize your core and really make it tight as you possibly can while you're lifting in the gym, your abs are going to train pretty much good enough. And you don't really need like to add any crazy exercises in there, to be honest. So basically part 1 is making the upper half of your torso wide and the lower half of your torso narrow. Pretty self-explanatory so far, but very valuable. So now we're going to get into the training strategy. And this is something that's absolutely huge when it comes to training your back. You need to prioritize vertical pulling instead of horizontal pulling. Now, vertical pulling, you guys know, like lat pull downs. So when you grab the bar up here, and you come down. Horizontal pulling is like rows, so you're coming here. Horizontal pulling grows the thickness of your back. So it would make my back, go like this, right? Or vertical pulling like this makes my back wider. Remember that. Focus on that. Your lateral delts. So right here also. So once you get your actual back wider, which will widen out your collarbone a bit, you need to focus on these muscles because these are just like, the bigger these are, literally the more your shoulders come out and you're going to be a lot bigger and look a lot bigger. You need to focus on high volume and high frequency. So we're talking about, 4 sets every time you're in the gym of lateral raises, cable lateral raises, and things I told you earlier. Focus on the frequency and make sure you're pushing your lats to failure. You guys already know, just go until you can't anymore. If you're new to the gym, that's all you need to know. If you're more advanced, you know what failure is. That's what you got to do for your lats specifically. And do not ego lift on your shoulders. I can easily rep out 40s doing lateral raises, but I do 30s because it's a lot lighter and I can really get that squeeze. Now, it's going to take a lot of time to actually feel that at a high level, but hopefully with some of the stuff later in this video, we can accelerate that process way faster. So sample for a weekly split, you do a push, which is shoulders. You have a pull day, which is more your lats, legs, if you're gay, kidding, upper, so like upper body, so V-taper accessory. So literally you're doing your back and your shoulders that day and then a rest. Okay. So now we need to get into the nutrition aspect of this, which is probably the most important and what people do not think about a lot when it comes to having a V-taper, but it's very important. If you want to have a good V-taper, you do need to be on the leaner side. Right now, I look pretty lean, like on camera. I'm pretty lean, like in the stuff you can see, but I'm working on actually getting leaner. You want to be about 12 to 10% body fat if you really want to accentuate this at a fast pace. And the good news is you can get there in like a month or two of a strict diet. So the lower body fat you have is a sharper taper because it really doesn't take away from your muscle here, but it does take away from your waist. So you're getting more of that, wide shoulder and then narrow waist. Most guys look the best with visible abs as well and cap shoulders. Like I said, 10 to 13% body fat. I like to stay, 10, 11, maybe 12. You do not need to be shredded, but lean enough to show you the structure. It's just about structure. It's about the base you have underneath, and then make sure you can see it. And then if you're bulking, stay in a small surplus. Do not dirty bulk. Dirty bulking is the reason dudes don't get bitches. I'm sorry. It's the sad truth, but that's how it is. Because when you get really fat like that, you lose your jawline. You don't look like you take care of yourself, and you lose the V-taper. You look like a fucking rectangle. Don't do that. Okay, common mistakes. Now, this is going to be something you guys need to really think about in yourself because we're all making mistakes. I've been lifting for 5 years and I still make mistakes sometimes. So you might think like, I can avoid these, but no, pay attention. You can avoid them this way and then you'll make progress way faster. So please write this part down. Bulking too dirty blocks your waist, like I just told you. Do not do that. Highlight the shit out of that. Boom. Do not do this. Good. Training chest and arms only. Now, this is something I did for a long time, and it's very basement with that freaking easy bar right there. I would do curls and curls and curls and a little bit of triceps and I would bench. And I looked like the opposite of aesthetic after like a year of working out. I have a picture on my Instagram, if you guys are curious, of what you will look like if you do arms and chest and do nothing else. You don't look good. My pinned post is me after working out for a year, consistently going hard. I look like shit. So do not do that. And then a number one thing that I see common mistakes, like this is the one thing you really need to avoid, is skipping your upper back. Your upper back literally brings out your shoulders to the point where like if you have a nice upper back pump at the gym, you're like, wow, like my shoulders look wider because it like literally pushes your shoulders out a bit. And if you have really good posture, you're looking like you have a great V-taper, like without that much progress. So do not skip your upper back. Good upper back exercises are like you could do barbell rows. Those are great for upper back. And if you're curious about any of these, I post this shit on Instagram every day. So any questions you have on this, probably answered over there. And if it's not, DM me. I'll give you an answer. And now part 5. This is where it all comes together. This is the most important part. Make sure you pay close attention because I'm going to explain every single solitary one of these bullet points for you. Improve your posture and roll your shoulders back. Stand tall. Now think about that. This part 5, this is how to do it now. Like, this is how to not even go to the gym and, like, have a better V-taper right now, today. So if you're going to the club tonight or you got some bitches around, make sure you're walking like this and acting like these 5 all day, okay? Okay. Wear fitted shirts with tighter waists and room and shoulders. So go to Amazon and look up, like, a compression shirt. Another brand that does it well is Under Armour, has, like, really nice ones. The Nike ones are thick. They don't work quite as well. Under Armour or like go to Amazon and look up compression muscle shirts. Get a white one, get a black one, and boom, you are already going to be like walking into the gym like you're the man if you get some of that. Like, you're going to look a lot better. Shave your lower body. So basically what you want to do is kind of like shave your stomach almost and shave your chest. Like, you don't have to go like bare all the way down, but the more you shave it, the more defined you actually looked. And if you look defined down here and big up here, that's going to accentuate that. So you'd be surprised. Like, some people are like, they have abs and they don't know it because they have so much hair in their stomach, and they shave. They're like, holy fuck, I've had abs this whole time. It's absolutely insane what can happen. Check it out. It's really like life-changing. Like, you should probably be shaving anyways. Practice vacuum poses. Now, this is more advanced vacuum poses. Basically, vacuum poses are just literally sucking your stomach in as hard as possible while standing straight up. They kind of hurt at first, but they can definitely help you walk around with better posture and look better. And then film yourself flexing. This is one of the biggest ones, and this is the reason I put it last. If you film yourself flexing, you're going to see what you need to work on, and you're going to kind of see your asymmetries. So, for example, if one shoulder is higher than the other, you can just kind of correct that while you're walking around every day, and it'll fix itself over time. That's what's nice about the human body. So, in recap, V-taper, wide delts, big lats, small waist. If you give it 6 months of focused training and good nutrition, you'll see the results. And if you want the custom plan for your V-taper, coaching links in the description. It's not a coaching link. I'll just put my Instagram. I'm not trying to sell you guys my coaching unless you really, really want it. I do coach, like, have great results, but I'm not like forcing that down your throat. But you can DM me on Instagram and I'll help you out. And then like, comment, and subscribe if you want more raw breakdowns like this. This video, if you're still here, you got the value. A lot of people clicked off, got bored. No, I don't really want to learn. Like, yeah, pussies, basically. But you are bettering yourself. So thank you for watching so much. I really appreciate you guys for staying tuned. And I hope that I just filled your bucket with fucking value. I know I just did. If you apply this, come back to this, you will be like life changed, turn around. You'll look so much better. Especially give it time, too. Like, you're going to look so good. For those of you who did stay here, a special surprise is that if you want this doc to yourself, so you can add this all to your notes, you don't have to, like, copy and paste and write it all. Like, if you want this doc, this is everything you need, so you can always refer back to it. DM me on Instagram at Tana the CEO, and I will send it over to you. No questions asked. You don't have to fill out an email. You don't have to do nothing. Just literally ask me. I will respond and be like, hey, here you go. Thanks for watching. So thank you guys for watching. On top of that note, get the fuck to work. And I love you all. Be smooth.